My favorite part of mentoring is just having the opportunity to invest in the lives of young people.
Just getting to hang out with some really cool kids.
The opportunity to have one-on-one sessions with Antonio, to really just give him some feedback and just to listen to him tell me about his life story.
Is getting the chance to make a difference or a lasting impact in somebody's life.
I build that rapport with her, and by actively listening to her and having that empowering conversation.
It's a very simple way to invest your time and make a big difference.
How he's making big progress, how he's opening himself to me.
Being able to reintegrate them back into the community and making a change with them, with some kids who may not have someone.
My favorite mentoring memory was probably when we went to a playground and just acted like kids again.
We were able to take time to volunteer for the Salvation Army in the town that's really special to both of us.
When I saw my mentee laughing and having a good time at Chuck E. Cheese.
The opportunity for him and I to play basketball one-on-one. It was some intense battles. We had a great time.
My favorite mentoring memory is the time that we went to Painting with a Twist. It was something new for both of us, and we painted matching unicorns, and it was really cool.
And my favorite moments with him, like at the pizza place, is that kid gets in laughing fits. And when we were fighting on the ice, he's just like dying laughing the whole time, which makes me laugh. So like 50 straight minutes of just video game, not playing game how you're supposed to, getting in fisticuffs on ice, and the kid hysterically laughing. That's probably one of my favorites.
Was taking them fishing this last summer. One of them, either Jordan or Devin, thought they caught something, which turned out to be a patch of seaweed. They're very excited up until they finally pulled out that big patch of seaweed.
It was just like me and my mentee, we sat out and we just kind of discussed about life and how it was really hot out there and the things, and we kind of compared, baseball to a lot of different things that goes on in life. And then we did that for an hour, not even really paying attention to the game, and then we got up and left because it was so hot outside.
There was one time that he opened up to me. I didn't have to ask him anything, but he opened up about his past. And I know when I left there, after he was telling me just voluntarily information and just things that he had been through, when I left there, I cried the whole way home. It was just like, it just touched my heart so much.
I took one of my mentees to Shelby Farms to see the horses. She loved animals and was obsessed with horses. And I think she had only seen them before, like at the zoo or from a distance. And so we got to go to Shelby Farms and went to the gate and got to pet them and feed them. And she was just so excited.
One afternoon this past fall, my mentee won free tickets to a Memphis Tigers football game for being the highest achieving student in math that week. And he called me to ask if I could take him to the game. And I was able to take him, and it was his first ever college football game. And it was just a really fun time.
One word that I would use to describe mentoring is fulfilling.
Inspiring.
Inspiring and to motivate.
It's effort. I feel like when you identify a problem or a need, something that could be better, it takes a great deal of effort to affect any kind of change.
Joyful.
Probably caring or training.
Seismic.
Making a difference in a kid's life.
Uplifting.
It would kind of be like refocusing or reprioritizing.
Love.
Impactful and powerful.
I think just being consistent.
Giving back.
There are lots of things I do in my life that maybe are not my favorite, or things that I have to do as an adult with responsibilities and a job. But mentoring is the one thing that maybe at times it feels like an obligation when I've got things that I'm busy that are going on, but I've never left a time with a mentee and didn't feel fulfilled. I've always felt, even in the hard times, that there was a purpose behind that relationship.
I feel like I give my mentee the wings for her aspiration that comes with support, encouragement, helping her with whatever she needs, opening doors for her.
I feel like
I feel like it, again, going back to what I said, it's just caring regardless of who they are and where they've been and what their story is, and just being human together and learning together.
It's truly been an honor just to be able to know them and let alone be their mentor.
If I could describe my mentee in one word, it would be formidable.
Precious.
Motivated.
Hilarious. There's so many words. Intelligent.
Unaware. I feel like he's unaware of all the really great things that life has to offer.
Caring.
Ambitious.
Emphatic.
Creative.
I think I would think creative.
Active and energetic.
Sweet and feisty.
Very observant and very clever.
Very mature for his age. Very mature.
He's definitely inventive. He's creative. He is high energy.
Ooh, high energy.
But he's fun.
He's amazing, you know. He's made some mistakes. We've all made mistakes. But he knows now the mistakes that he has to learn from to inspire his family.
So, at the very beginning, I mentored because she wanted to. And then after the fact, I mentor because I can't see not doing it.
Yeah.
So
I am able to walk alongside of her on her everyday life.
I mentor because I feel that God have a call on me to make a difference in somebody's life.
To make a change in society.
When I was a kid in California, I was in the system, and I had gone through some hard stuff really early. And I felt like I didn't call these people mentors, but I had a lot of people in my life that took a little time here and there to help me, to take me out to lunch, to feed me or whatever. And it made a really big difference, and I feel like you can call it paying it forward or, the golden rule or whatever you want to call it. But I feel like somebody's got to do this work, and we're uniquely positioned to be able to do it. So why not?
Because a lot of kids don't have the opportunity to have someone to inspire them because their situations or their family, we're the outlet. We're the reason why these kids can be great.
I've received more than I've probably given. I count them as friends. I count them as someone that I enjoy talking about different topics with, about whether it's going to see a movie, get some coffee or something, or just hearing about their day. It's truly rewarding. It's a great experience.
To actually invest in relationships and be committed to a relationship and be able to show attention and love to someone that may not have ever experienced it, especially in a consistent way. You get so much more out of it than you put into it.
Kind of change their path. You never know what you can do for a youth to kind of change them up and change what they're going through at the end of the day.
We just see them as part of our everyday life and can't imagine our life without them.
And I think actually it was just a void that, like I said, that he filled for my life too, and it just a connection we both had. And I'm so glad that I'm a part of it.
And it gives me so much meaning, and because my life isn't really worth anything if I'm not helping someone, so. Go Youth Villages, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Go Youth Villages!